come with me. I need to tell you something very important that's going to change the way you think of the ocean. So, states have rights over their oceans up until 200 nautical miles from the coast. Put a pin on this because it's way more complicated than that, but for this video we're going to stick with it. The first 12 nautical miles are called the territorial sea, and then up until 200 nautical miles from their coast it's called the exclusive economic zone, or EEZ for short. States are free to do what they see fit in those 200 nautical miles so long as they follow the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS, and any other agreements that they have signed on to. But the UNCLOS is not very specific, and many states don't really regulate what happens in those 200 nautical miles. Because it's really hard to do so when there is really no organization or goals in place on how to manage their EEZ. A solution came to mind to try and fix this mess, and this is called Marine Spatial Planning, or MSP for short. With MSP, you get all stakeholders involved in trying to allocate the resources of those 200 nautical miles. Yes, government, yes, fisheries, yes, indigenous communities, and many more. This to properly allocate resources for today and for tomorrow. But you guessed it, getting everyone to agree on one marine spatial plan is chaos, and it can take up to 10 years to make a consensus. Where do I fit into this? Well, I'll tell you where I fit into this. I want to be able to use artificial intelligence to prioritize conservation areas in management. Now, why do we want to do this? Well, come with me. I'm going to show you a little something. To be able to create marine spatial plans to protect these organisms, we need different types of data layers. They can come in the shape of species distribution models, marine economic activity, shipping routes. This data is in many cases inaccessible, and that is why creating marine spatial plans in developing countries is particularly difficult. Here's where I propose the use of artificial intelligence. We can use available data from different countries to create patterns and trends for different marine organisms, and then prioritize conservation areas depending on the conservation goals that each nation has in place. So for example, if we wanted to protect these beautiful whales, we would mark them as a highly vulnerable species in the software that we're working with, and in turn, it would ensure their protection by selecting their distribution areas as conservation sites. Did you see that? I know, it's insane! And this is why I want to protect all these organisms and the ocean so that they can keep providing and helping us with their ecosystem services. But I don't want to stop there. I want everybody to join in and be a part of this. I want children in schools to be able to use this artificial intelligence and help our policymakers make decisions so that we can better protect our oceans. And I can do that with your help. I'm Guevara.